Yes guys, Bournemouth career mode, we are back, season 4. We're going into it as defending champions. Won the league last year. This year, we're no strangers to winning stuff. We're going to go for everything. So, without further ado, let's get into it. So, kicking things off, the board were a bit cheeky, saying that we didn't achieve all of our objectives. It's a bit out of order if you ask me. This year they want semi-finals in Europe, and they want semi-finals in the FA Cup. They gave us a crazy budget, 200 million. They're going to try and stay way away from that, because that's just unrealistic. We got a little bit of news, Grabtich, we loaned him out, and then we got 17 mil for the 2 transfers we did last season. So we've got a bit of money to play with. You guys know I love a bargain. Kyle Walker, 31 years of age, 16 million. We'll add some much needed experience to our back line. I think it'll be a good addition to the squad. Won 3-1 in that pre-season cup, thanks to that goal from Lewis Cook. Last year we won this trophy, it was a good omen. We ended up winning a real one, so hopefully we'll have the same this season. So, curtain raiser for the actual season, Community Shield, off to Wembley. We've got some curse at Wembley because we've gone and lost 3-2. We're never in this game, but when you lose it, you just say it's a friendly, so that's what we're going to do. We'll move on swiftly from that. So taking a look at our squad for this season, the front 4 stay the same, as do Lerma and Ruben in midfield. Joe Byron goes for the starting left back, Ake and Kamara, Walker straight into the first 11, Pope between the sticks. Looking at our bench, we've got a lot of good names there, they've all developed quite well. Cook, Barkley, Wilson, Pavetsky, he'll get a lot of game time this season. I'm expecting big things from him. And looking at the rest of the squad, we've got a lot of good names in there. 2 new names in the squad, we've got Kelvin Dosu and Benjamin Dosu, 2 brothers from Nigeria, both 16. We'll see how they develop this season, see if they can do things. Without further ado, let's get into our first set of highlights. Kicking off our league season, off to New Boys Leeds. Jeffrey Lerma, absolute rocket that is, gave us a perfect start. But then 4 minutes from time, Leeds went and grabbed an equaliser. It's not a perfect start to the season. Needed a bounce back from that. Josh King should have given us a lead against Leicester, but Callum Wilson went and did that moments later. Perfect start. Ruben went and doubled things up with this volley. It's a funny angle, but somehow it's gone in. 51 minutes on the clock, Leicester turn on the style. Tricks, flicks, they got the lot. All we could do is applaud this goal. It's absolutely class. I'll tell you who wasn't applauding was Ruben. Went up the other end, smashed this one in, 3-1 up, got the 2-goal cushion again. James Maddison, half an hour to go, gave him a glimpse, but we managed to hang on. First 3 points of the season. That's what I want to see. Alright, flying to the next game. First home game of the season against Everton. Welcoming the Toffees. Got a champion's welcome from our Bournemouth faithful. Just what the boys deserve. Now I want to make Bournemouth, I want to make our home ground a fortress. I want teams to come here and be worried about playing against us. They need to be on the back foot from when we start. And that's literally what Ruben did 1 minute in. Jordan Ibe, he wasn't listening to that speech, gave away a penalty. Sigurd stepped up, slotted it away. But as soon as that goal went in, we showed how clinical we can be. We didn't just get 1 back, we didn't just get 2 back, we didn't just get 3 back. We kept on going. Everton were all over the place. 5-1 the final score. We then followed up that great win by losing to promoted team Forest. Unbelievably weird our form. So, I wanted a reaction after that Forest game, back at home, and the boys provided it. They weren't mucking around with this one. Slapped Newcastle 6-1. Simeone picked himself up a hat-trick, all pretty much tap-ins for him, but you put him on a plate for him, and he'll find the back of the net. 58 minutes in, Kyle Walker gets the ball from Pope. He's got loads of space, no one puts a tackle in. Plays a nice pass over the top to Jadon Sancho. Good first touch, what can he do? Smashes this one in, top corner. Unbelievable strike, unbelievable technique. Big season for him coming up, I think. And then 5 minutes from time, Nathan Ake got his first of the season. Great header. Alright, last game for these league highlights. Off to Stamford Bridge. New formation. Trying this one out against the bigger teams, just to see how that gets on. Every time we come to Stamford Bridge, it's always a crazy game. And I didn't think this one was going to be any exception. Pavetsky picks up the ball here. Releases Jadon Sancho down the line. Sticks it on for Simeone. Plays it on a plate for Lewis Cook. 1-0. Didn't take Cook long to get his second. Doubled things up moments later. Jadon Sancho should have killed off the game. Somehow he's missed a target. I'll tell you who ain't missing a target. Simeone. That was an absolute rocket in the top corner. And then a card, you have to go one better and do a proper rocket. 3-1 the final score. Let's see how we've ended up in the league. So, halfway point, we're 4 points clear. Best defence in the league, best attack in the league. Everything's looking pretty good. Now we need to see if we can keep this up consistently, because that does seem to be an issue of ours at the minute. So we'll have to see how we get on with that. So, picking things up in January, we had to say goodbye to one of our players, Ravan Morrison. He was whinging about game time, he was doing me head in, creating like disharmony in the squad, so we got rid. 14 mil, it's a good deal I think, got some money for him, so yeah, he's moved on. We also managed to finally loan out Maxime Tidge, hopefully he'll get some game time, I don't know. So, FA Cup time, we needed a replay against Leicester, didn't take us long, Ended up winning this 1-0 thanks to this goal from Ruben. Going into the next round, we had Northampton. Now, I wasn't expecting much in this game, and to be honest, Northampton didn't really do anything to change my mind about that. Callum Wilson breaks through, puts us 1-0 up, and then he sealed the deal moments later, picking up this one, making it 2. To be fair, his celebration was probably the most interesting thing about this game. So, into the 5th round, we had Fulham. Now, to be fair, I wasn't expecting much about this one either. It was proving more difficult than I thought it'd be. It took us an hour to create a first chance. Fraser whips in a cross, and Josh King's there at the back post with a tap-in. That goal woke Fulham up though. They ended up getting really lucky. Pope makes a good save, but they get the tap-in. And then, Hugo Peters is so unlucky not to win that tackle. Fulham go into the lead, 2-1. We're running out of time here. Pope flies up his line, punches the ball out, King picks it up. He's only got one option, and that's youngster Pavel Horvath in front of him. And somehow he finds him. Horvath breaks through, what can he do? Slots it away, absolutely brilliantly. Top draw finish. Now at this point, I was quite happy to take a replay because we weren't really in this game, to be honest with you. And in the end, we had to settle for exactly that. So we'll revisit the FA Cup later. So now we're sending our focuses to the Champions League, the main event. Now, we know we've struggled in Europe before, so this year we want something different. Group draw, we only have Milan to worry about, and they were an issue. We lost both our games against them. So, we had to win this game against Galatasaray to qualify. Went with the B team, it was a bit risky. 7 minutes in, Callum Wilson, perfect start, top corner. Rodriguez ended up putting this perler into the top corner himself, levelling things up, but Wilson had other ideas. Fired us back into the lead. Absolute brilliant volley. 7 minutes from time, Cameron Lewis puts in a cross, Wilson gets his hat-trick. What a night for him. Galatasaray did claw one back, gave it a nervy few minutes, but we hung on and we qualified into knockout stages again. 3rd season in a row. So we ended up coming 2nd in our group. It's a bit messy, it's not pretty, but the important thing is we qualified. Looking into the knockout stages, we've been drawn against Juve. We played them before, I reckon we can get a result against this. Quietly confident. So, here we go. Knockout stages. We've been here before and we've bottled it twice. This year, we're here as equals, domestic champions. We're not just some team who's finishing 4th. We're not mucking around this year. We're not here to just take part. This year, we are here to actually challenge for the Champions League. I've been 24 minutes, Tolisso went close with that effort. Cook wins the ball there, Sancho gives it back to him. Plays a nice pass over the top to David Brooks. He's got to have a good first touch, does exactly that. 6 a crossing, Simeone's there with a tap in 6 yards out. Perfect start. 33 minutes on the clock, Ruben wins the ball, gives it to Brooks, gives it to Simeone. Ends up losing it, but he's a workhorse and wins it straight back. He's got runners ahead of him. Goes to pick out Sancho, goes for Brooks instead. Skips past one challenge, puts it on a plate, Sancho smashes it into the roof of the net. First half, Juventus only had one chance, Ronaldo with this header, but we didn't care what they were doing. All we could care about is what we were doing. David Brooks whips in another cross. Savic pokes it in, we take the own goal. 3-0, we're in absolute dreamland. We've never had this before. 9 minutes from time, Barbala went and got one back. It was a bit of a pain in the arse to be honest, getting that away goal. 3-1 the final score. We will happily take that. There is nothing wrong with the 3-1 result in the first leg. So remember ourselves happy with the replay about Fulham? Well, the FA clearly hate us and they've made us play it one day after a game against Burnley. It's completely ridiculous, that is. Unbelievable. Simeone wasn't going to let him bother him though. Fulham couldn't contain him. Ended up getting a hat-trick in this one, firing us into the next round. I think maybe he likes playing a day after a game. It's very strange. But back to the Champions League. Off to Turin. This is it. This is where we can actually get into the next round. It's possible. The game plan was simple. Stifle them out, see if we can nick a goal, otherwise just leave it at 0-0. We've got a perfect chance to go up top. Ball falls nicely to Cook. Gives us the away goal. We were counting down the seconds. We were just hoping we could get that win, just to get over the line, so nothing crazy happened. Brooks picks up the ball here, gives it to Ruben. He's got runners ahead of him. Cooks through. We do the sensible thing. Gives it to Simeone. Open goal. 2-0 into the quarterfinals. Right, back to the FA Cup. Quarterfinals of that now. We've got Everton. Now, I'm not going to lie, lads. It was awful. Awful game. Nothing happened. It was a complete waste of time, if you ask me. I could have sat there and done nothing. Everton didn't do anything. We didn't do anything. It was awful. I think Everton were happy to play for penalties. They were just mucking around at the back of it, to be honest. A bit overconfident. Barkley ends up pinching the ball here. Plays it right down the middle to Wilson. He puts the shot right down the middle. Into the semi-finals we go. So, quarterfinals of the Champions League. We've got Leverkusen. Gone with the same lineup as before. This is uncharted territory. We've not been here before. I was just hoping to keep it tight at the back, see if we can nick a chance. But David Brooks and Lewis Cook had other ideas. 4 minutes in. Perfect start. Literally couldn't make that up. Sends the crowd into absolute pandemonium. Look what it means to them. It's absolutely unbelievable. First quarterfinals I've ever been in. We started like that. 11 minutes on the clock. Simeone almost did the same thing, ended up with a yellow card instead. 27 minutes in, Jadon Sancho. I'm so glad he's good at crossing and dribbling and not at finishing, because that is an awful miss. Ruben went and threatened moments later. We were all over Leverkusen. They remind us they were still there. Pope made a good save. 60 minutes on the clock. Against the run of play, Leverkusen grab an away goal. Absolutely annoying as hell. 8 minutes from time, Wagner makes a mistake. Brandt breaks through. I was so worried that we were going to score from this. And Pope had to make another good save. 1-1. Pavetsky almost won it for us. But we'll have to take a 1-1 into the next leg. So, going into the second leg, it's evenly poised at 1-1, but they've got the slight edge with the away goal. Off to Germany. It was a hostile atmosphere. The crowd were intimidating. The lads were a little bit nervous. We had to start strong. Opening 10 minutes. Simeone hits at the ball. I don't know where their fullback was, but Sancho breaks through. He's 1-on-1. So much time. Finesse shots. Keeper makes probably the best save I've ever seen in my life. Absolutely unbelievable. I don't know how he saved it. 20 minutes in, Ake wins a header. Falls to Sancho. Plays the 1-2. Their fullback goes running the wrong way. Sancho breaks through again. Didn't take me long to realise he was at outlet. He has a go. Keeper makes a good save. Ruben picks it up. Keeper makes another save. Get the impression that something was happening here. Leverkusen went close to this effort. Leon Bailey, we knew he was their danger man. Plays a nice little 1-2 around our players. Smashes him into the lead. So disappointed to give away that goal. Seconds before half time. Once again, Sancho. We could see him breaking through. Their fullback don't know what to do with him. He's all over the place. Sancho, pass of the season. Cuts through so many players. Brooks levels it up. The whole team celebrated with him. What a moment for the youngster. Brilliant goal. This pass takes out 4 players. Unbelievable. Going into the second half, Leverkusen was still threatening. But so were we. We were still in this game. Sancho hit the post. Oh, it was agonising. You could feel like they were there for the taking. Simeone, I don't know how this hasn't gone in. Absolutely smashed the crossbar. So close. We had a free kick. Walker had a go. Shot was blocked. Simeone picks it up. His shot's blocked. Falls to Walker. Can't get a shot away. Ends up scuffing it. I had to make a change. Sancho was absolutely shattered. Absolutely shattered from rinsing their fullback all game. On comes King. Ended up making an instant impact. Skins the centre back. Cuts in. Has a go. Keeper makes another save. Moments later, same thing again. There's a minute left on the clock. He cuts in. He shoots. And somehow the keeper makes another save. Second before the end, Simeone once again, keeper just saving everything. We're into extra time, so at this point we're back to plan A. Just hang in there, wait for that one chance. So I could feel like we were definitely going to get some opportunity would arise for us. Ball falls kindly to Simeone, finesse shot. We take the lead. We get the second away goal. It's a beautiful finish. That could be what sends us into the next round. Cook breaks through, gets taken out, wins a penalty. Simeone has a chance to kill the game. Was exactly that. Leverkusen claw one back, but it's not enough. We've made it into the semi-finals of the Champions League. So, we've got Burnley in the semi-finals of the FA Cup. That should be a pretty easy game, I hope. And then we've got United in semi-finals of the Champions League. That's going to be way more difficult. So, looking at our fixtures, we've got Burnley up first, and then 2 days later, we've got United. I'm hoping it's going to be a week to remember, and not a week to forget. So, let's get into it. Off to Wembley we go. We've got Burnley next. But that Wembley curse, we've been there twice and we've lost twice. So I'm hoping we can break that spell. First half we started awful. Burnley were all over us. They threatened once then. And then seconds before the end of the first half, they take the lead. So jammy. Horrible goal to concede. Second half went with 2 up front. It seemed to work, started creating chances. Callum Wilson ends up hitting the post with this effort. Ball falls kindly. Ricocheted. End up hitting the crossbar. Oh, that's absolutely agonisingly close. Pope then made save of the season with that effort there. Fraser smashed the crossbar himself. We're getting closer. Time was running out. Brought on Cameron Lewis and brought on Horvath. Brought on the kids. Now was their time to step up. Horvath went close. But time was running out. We had to throw the kitchen sink at it. 3 out front. We had nothing left. 7 minutes to go. Lewis picks up the ball. Gives it to Barkley. Goes to make a pass. We get a bit lucky. King picks it up. Gives it to Foden. Releases for Horvath. We level it up. You cannot write us off in a game. We love a late goal. Equalising things up. 5 minutes to go. We take this extra time. It's perfectly fine with me. 4 minutes to go. Foden picks it up. Gives it to King. Suddenly we could sense blood. Burnley were there for the taking. Lewis breaks through. He's just off the bench. He's got pace. Skips past the defender. Puts it on a plate for King. Keeper saves it. But Wilson's there with it. Oh, absolute tapping. cannot believe that we've gone and stole that win into the FA Cup final. Unbelievable. Right, semi-finals, Champions League. We're away at United up first. Off to the Theatre of Dreams, Old Trafford. They're an experienced side in this competition. This is our first ever semi-final in it. Couldn't be more opposite. And the plan was quite simple. Just get a away goal. One away goal would do us. I'd be fine with that. Sancho breaks through 26 minutes in. As a go, De Gea makes a great save. Fred went very close. I thought that was going to go in, to be fair. 37 minutes in, Jeffrey Lerma picks it up. Unleashes one of his shots. De Gea makes another save. 47 minutes in, we should have had a penalty. It's outrageous. Pogba's elbowed Simeone in the face. He looks at him and elbows him. The ref's completely bottled that. Unbelievable. 69 minutes on the clock. United were threatening, they were all over us. I had to make a change. Riskiest thing I've ever done. I brought on Bradley Griffiths, 17 years of age, out of the academy. It was so risky to do it. United pretty much straight away from the sub ended up scoring with this effort. And then straight afterwards, Rashford ended up hitting the post. Oh, it was horrible. They were all over us. Time was running out. We just needed that one away goal. Cameron Lewis breaks through. He's got options in the box. He cuts back. Puts on a plate. Sancho. Come on, son. Get in there. We'll take that away goal. Back to the second leg. We can work with this. That's perfectly fine. Advantage us. Full time. On we go. Alright, second leg. The plan is very, very clear. Keep a clean sheet. It can be a boring match for all I care. Just stop United scoring. That's the only mission we have. United knew this. It was wave after wave after wave of United attack. But we were weathering the storm. Chance after chance came and went. Pope was there. The defence were there. Everyone was doing their job brilliantly. First half went. 45 minutes to go. We were getting closer. Second half, more of the same. Every shot that happened, we were getting closer. We had one effort, couldn't get any power on his header. Jadon Sancho had another one. De Gea made a good save. I made triple sub just to freshen things up. The players were absolutely shattered. Jordan Ibe, his first involvement in the game, almost unleashed a screamer. United kept on going. 5 minutes. 5 minutes to go. Pope, unbelievable save. We were so close, we could see it. 3 minutes from time. Toby Alderweireld. They've stole it. We're out. That's it, lads. Champions League's done. It's finished. It's gone. This is worse than losing a final, honestly. It's absolutely horrific. We were 2 minutes away from a Champions League final. We've got to put the United game behind us, because we actually are in a final. The FA Cup final, to be precise, against Man City. Now, we've broken our Wembley curse. We need to actually start strong, see if it transpires to winning something at this ground. Jeffrey Lerma threatened early on, but Ederson made an unbelievable save, tipping it onto the post. 26 minutes in, David Brooks gives it to Wagnerman. His first goal of the season, in a cup final, unbelievable. Jadon Sancho breaks through, he loves playing against City. He made it 2, going into the second half. Verratti gets very lucky here, he calls 1 back. But it wasn't enough, lads, because we have only gone and won the FA Cup. First trophy this season, never won it before. Unbelievable scenes. What a story it has been. We needed replays in the 3rd round and the 5th round against Fulham. Extra time against Everton, and then we stole it against Burnley in the last minute. Unbelievable journey. What a cup run that has been. And then to beat City, who have been chasing us all season. Unbelievable achievement. Absolutely unbelievable. The season's not over there yet. We've got 1 more game to go in the league. We're 3 points ahead of City. Goal difference is quite close. There's only 3 goals between us. But the FA really do hate us. We're playing this game the next day after the final. So this was the fittest team I could put out. Everyone else is absolutely dead. So as you can see here, there is the 3 goals between us. But we've got the 3 points. A point would do. That's perfectly fine for us. But I'm not going to lie. As soon as we kicked off, I could just feel how leggy the players were. Liverpool were fresh. They got players like Mane and Salah. They're too quick. You can't keep up with them. Salah gave them an early lead. Now at this point, City were only 1 up, so there was a goal between us. But then, in the 70th minute, I found out they were 2 up. So suddenly, everything was a bit different. I had to bring on some players, freshen things up. I brought on King, Moreno, and I brought on Ibe at right back. It was absolutely awful. And then against the script, Goretzka ended up giving them this goal. And suddenly, against the script, the league title was going into City. Now this can't happen. We can't bottle the league on the last day. 1 goal would do it for us. Just 1 goal. We need somebody to step up. 1 person. Who do we go to? Mr. Bournemouth himself, Josh King. That is how you win a Premier League title. 3 minutes to go on the clock. Going and getting that goal. Winning it on goal difference. Absolutely unbelievable. We have retained the league title. Cannot express how scared I was to losing this at the end. The whole season, to throw it away like that, it would have been horrific. But we've gone and done a double. Unbelievable scenes. What a season this has been.